Pitcher number 2, Nicky Burke. Lee Shield. Real pitching. 23, Ringo. Right field. At third base, number 1, Coley Price. And number 75, Powell. Is the extra hit.
All right, taking a look at Holsinger's defensively from left to right. It's Gary left, Braxton Michelle in center. Got through one time saying that name without calling him mascot. And it's also Grayson McGarry. In right field. Then around the infield from third over to first. Parker Traxler is at third, Corbin Johnson at short, Colton Klausman at second, Ben Gordon at first, Carter Klausman behind the plate, and Gio Coretta gets the start for Holsingers tonight. We're going to take a break, and we will return with the beginning of tonight's Game 2 of the Park Home Altoona Baseball Classic. For this particular day, they had to play a couple of games a little bit earlier, so they took place earlier this morning. And so bigger schedule today. Had to put the 10th Street field into use. So there you go. Well, we'll be back with the start of this one right after this time out. You're listening to the Park Home Altoona Baseball Classic, and it is brought to you exclusively by 5-Star Mitsubishi. It is on 96.1 Hank FM.
Dude, no, I was looking. Holsingers when we were in the league was so cool. It looked Miami Dolphins.
Okay, our guy back at the station said, you can hear me, but it's like your microphone. It sounds like I'm really
I know.
away.
Yours like... Yeah, I'm trying to get it. I'm asking Jared right now.
This year I was bad for it.
Is the microphone you were using still plugged in? It isn't, is it? No, we'll take it back.
Did you ever enjoy it? Josh, that was so
Wasn't about yeah, 9th Street. That is the John Pratt Field as part of the Joseph M. Chiefs
755.
Sports Complex. Signed Dave Shannon, joined by Chuck Anderson. I was looking forward. My mistake, I was thinking the Cheats team tonight was going to be the Peeps. No, we don't have the Peeps. It's the AIYBL. The Peeps are in the East End. So, we'll hope that we get to see the Peeps at some point along the way. We did see a Peeps uniform last night after the games. It was not a player's uniform. Oh, okay.
If you're like 70.
As I actually have an official tournament program that we call the players names and all that stuff.
I think they'll have another one.
So, looks like the teams are ready to go. Holsingers is waiting down the first baseline, nobody in the first base dugout. And they're a little anxious to get out there on the field. They're gathered together. And of course, the Chiefs lead-off batters are all set and ready to go. They're lined up down the third baseline. All we have to do is have somebody in blue say play ball. We should be.
Good evening and welcome to John Kraft Field for today's second round matchup in the Park Home Tournament between the visiting team AIYBL Sheets and the home team Holsingers Plumbing. Sheets, as I call your name, will you please line up on the third base line? Batting third, number 0, Murphy Lingenfelter. Batting second, number 14, Parker Myers. Batting third, number 3, Mike Lingenfelter. Batting fourth, number 42, Luke Wilkins. Batting fifth, number 2, Mikey Burke. Batting sixth, number 24, Bryce Miller.
because as I recall, farm
Batting seventh, number 23, Jonah Greenlee.
generates the stream, doesn't it?
Batting eighth, number 22, Bradley Ryan.
We've given you the lineups a little bit.
Batting ninth, number 1, Colin Price.
Down both lines. And 220.
And batting 10th, number 75, Kyle Wilkins.
Some little league fields that are flat basically the whole way across. 200 the whole way across, maybe 210.
Full singers, as I call your name, would you please take your positions on the field?
Baseball.
Batting first, the catcher, number 14, Carter Klausman. Batting second, the pitcher, number 19, Gio Peretta. Batting third, the shortstop, number 2, Corbin Johnston. Batting fourth, the second baseman, number 23, Colton Klausman. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 12, Ben Gordon. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 9, Parker Trexler. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 6.
There is a home run.
Subs, Connor Zimmerman, Enzo Peretta, Jackson Eversole, Luca Gornish, and Lyric Powell. Play ball.
Really nice.
All right. One more step closer. Love that. Carter Klausman came sliding in to home plate. He's the catcher, and he gets set up now. By the way, look at a little University of Miami out there.
Yes, orange and green and white.
So we are all set and ready to go now with the audio and the stream emanating from John Kraft Field. So we're set to go there. But there's definitely a Miami tone to that. I'm going to have to check with Mr. Klausman and see if there's any connection there. But
and unlike a lot of the other teams, they're all wearing the same green knee-high socks.
Well, they're all rolling their pants up.
Yeah.
You have that option. You can either have pants up or, take them down to your ankles. Everyone's agreed that, obviously, that they're doing pants up. And so, everybody's out there. They look nice and regimented.
Yes, they do.
So, if that means anything about the team, they're ready to go. They're all set up and ready to go. And Sheets is wearing gray pants tonight, red stripe down the side. They are also doing the knee-high look tonight, as they have black jerseys with red numbers and letters on them as they get set to do battle here against Holsinger's. Gio Peretta finishing his warm-up tosses, and I think we're about ready to go. One more time around the horn in the infield, and we will be set and ready to go. Leadoff batter for the Sheets AIYBL team is Murphy Lingenfelder. So he is at the plate. All we need now is an umpire behind the plate, couple on the bases, and we're good to go. Lingenfelder, a left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher on the mound, Gio Peretta. Gio's first pitch of tonight is high and outside, ball one. We're underway. At 8:02, for those of you who like to keep track of those kind of things. 1-0 the count. Second delivery. Off speed and way out in front of it was Murphy Lingenfelder. Cut and miss. We're even up at 1.
And you can tell he was out in front of that. He picked his right foot up where the pitcher was still in his windup. He was fooled.
1-1 pitch. Fouled down the third baseline. Ends up rolling out into the grass portion. The way these fields are laid out, both the field up above, the Kashati field, and here the Kraft field, you have a completely artificial turf infield and then grass in the outfield. It's a nice combination. And it does save them. There are some games that may get rained out. And because of the amount of water that's left afterward, that is, by the way, high, and the count's now even at 2.
Yeah, that pitch definitely got away from him.
Gio.
Yep, Gio had, you could tell.
All right, break-even pitch popped up. Gio backs up on the mound. He makes it himself. Took control of that one. Pop out to the pitcher, and that'll bring up Parker Myers with 1 away and nobody aboard.
It's amazing how the technique of these kids, they're little leaguers, but you can tell that they really know the game.
Myers is the second baseman, a right-handed hitter, and another off-speed pitch from Gio Peretta. And he kind of confused Myers. I noticed that same kind of hesitation with Murphy Lingenfelder, the leadoff batter, and that's happened again here with Parker Myers at the plate. 0-1 pitch. Just missed outside. We're even up at 1.
On that first pitch, Dave, you hit it right on the nose. He was definitely fooled. His bat was coming, and then he just stopped. He held his bat and didn't move it, and it hit the bat.
And that one's inside and low, so Parker Myers ahead in the count now. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch. This is fouled over toward the netting that is above the dugout for Holsinger Plumbing. That's partial chain link and then also netting up at the upper part. Trying to protect vehicles, there is a small parking area between the field and Pleasant Valley Boulevard, and that netting protects that. This one's fouled back to the backstop, which in our immediate area is all fencing. But unlike Major League Baseball, where apparently baseballs grow on trees, they have to be a little more careful and a little more thrifty when it comes to Little League. That one's popped up. That'll go over the backstop.
Doing a good job of protecting the plate right now.
Count remains even at 2 on Parker Myers. Nobody aboard, 1 out. Top of the first. Pitch from Gio Peretta. Ground ball to first. Up with it is Ben Gordon, and he'll race over to the bag, tag it, and that is out number 2. 3 unassisted. That'll bring up the shortstop. He wears number 3. That is Maddox Lingenfelter. With 2 out and nobody aboard.
It's some good height there.
Yes, he does. Line drive to right field. That's going to drop perfectly for a base hit. McGarvey is up with it, gets it into his second baseman, Klausman. So it is a 2-out single for Maddox Lingenfelder. The lefty is on base down first, and it'll bring up the first baseman for Sheets. That is Luke Wilkins.
He wasted no time on that first pitch and just drove it, pulled it right into right field.
First pitch to Wilkins. Up the middle, past the glove of the pitcher, and it's picked up. What a great play by Colton Klausman. He never really had good control of the ball, but he was close to the bag at second. He lunged toward the bag with the ball and tagged it before Lingenfelder got there.
Nice job.
So that will do it for Sheets in their half of the first inning. There's no runs, a hit, and no errors. And at the end of one half, it is Sheets nothing, and Holsinger's coming to bat. You're listening to the Park Home Altoona Baseball Classic. It is brought to you exclusively by 5-Star Mitsubishi, and it's on 96.1 Hank FM.
At ARC Federal Credit Union, investing in our community means investing in students, families, and the future. From youth savings accounts and financial education to scholarships and student loans, ARC is here to help students take the next step with confidence. Because strong financial futures start with the right support. And when our community grows, we all grow together. Visit arcfcu.org to learn more. ARC Federal Credit Union, rooted in the community, invested in your future.
Kepner's Grandview Meats, 1544 Pleasant Valley Boulevard. Mel and Chris have hot meals to go, available throughout the day to fit your schedule. Home-cooked goodness for the price of fast food. Roast beef with mashed potatoes and gravy, or ham pot pie. Turkey with homemade stuffing and mashed potatoes. They have meatloaf dinners. Kepner Grandview Meats, now with new hours. Open Tuesday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. Saturday, 8 to 3. Call 814-943-6328. That's 943-MEAT. Kepner's Grandview Meats.
All right, we're back at the John Kraft Field. Here's the lineup for Holsinger Plumbing. The starting catcher is number 14, Carter Klausman. He hits number 1. Batting second, the pitcher, number 19, Gio Peretta. Hitting third, shortstop, number 2, Corbin Johnston. In the cleanup spot, it's number 23, Colton Klausman. Batting fifth, it is the first baseman, number 12, Ben Gordon. Hitting sixth, third baseman, number 9, Parker Trexler. Batting seventh, center fielder, number 16, Braxton Michella. That's it. No, it's not Ashcraft. Stop it. All right. Batting eighth, it is the right fielder, number 10, Grayson McGarvey. And batting ninth and playing left field, it is number 99. Wonder who he likes that he wore that number for. Anyway, Braden McGarry is the left fielder. At the plate, Carter Klausman is in an even count right now. Took the first pitch, that was a strike, and that time he took it for a ball. So we're even at 1. 1-1 pitch. Okay.
Tough pitch to take. Right down the middle of the plate.
A little bit on the high side, but right about the belt. 2-1 the count in the pitch. Inside corner, but low, and we're even at 2. Chuck, you want to give that defensive alignment there for
outfield-wise? In left field, we have Mickey Burke, Murphy Lingenfelder in center, Bradley Ryan in right.
And Carter Klausman, that one over top of the catcher and the umpire. That is ball 4. And the runner down to first is Carter Klausman to bring up the pitcher, Gio Peretta.
And the infield, we have Colin Price at third. We have Lingenfelder at short, Parker Myers at second, Luke Wilkins at first, Jonah Greenleaf catching, and Bryce Miller on the mound.
Miller is a lefty, so that adds a little bit to this. So that's something that, it doesn't necessarily have to be anything in particular. There still tends to be a propensity for a lot of people to be right-handed versus left-handed, and so the lefties are a little bit of a different thing, but I think these kids are all pretty well adjusted to that. First pitch to Peretta was ball 1. Next one's inside. It hit him in the hand and the bat. So that's going to be a foul ball and a strike if that's the case.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to call it. Coach is coming down to check him out here. That hit him right on his pitching hand. And
yeah, Jared Klausman is down there checking on his pitcher.
Right. He's swinging the bat pretty well, so it looks like he's going to be just fine.
For now.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning may be a different story for that.
Mom, why is my right hand so much bigger than my left hand?
1-1 the count, with a runner at first and nobody out. That pitch is inside and high, taken by Gio Peretta, and the count now is 2 balls and a strike. Got to give Gio credit there. That's a pitch that he could have bailed out on in the batter's box, especially after just being hit. But he stayed right in there and took ball 2. That one's inside. He scoots away from the batter's box line at the plate, and running around second on his way to third, never stopped. Carter Klausman saw that ball get to the backstop on the inside pitch, and he took a quick look around the infield to see what the Sheets players were doing. They weren't really paying attention, so he just rounded the bag at second, went on to third, and there he stands.
Smart play.
Absolutely. 3-1 pitch. Inside, it's ball 4. Gio Peretta is the second base runner, both reaching via a walk, first and third now. And Peretta goes down to first and keeps on going once he got there. He ends up at second base, so it's runners at second and third now with nobody out. And shortstop Corbin Johnston comes up.
And boy, to do that back-to-back in the same inning right off the bat, to catch a team sleeping like that is amazing.
That pitch is lined into right center field. Base hit, gets down. It's going to make it all the way to the fence. 2 runs are in. And Johnston is on his way to third. Slides. He's safe. Corbin Johnson. An RBI triple, as Brownie would say. Driving in 2. It's 2-0 Holsinger.
And Dave, I know it's very early, but it looks like Holsinger's here to play ball tonight.
Well, there seems to be, and I'm surprised, to be honest with you, if I'd have been the head coach, and I'm nothing against the head coach, there's another one that gets all the way to the backstop, and gearing up, coming home, Corbin Johnston, 3-0 Holsingers.
3-0 with 1 hit.
Yes.
Amazing.
And that is a ball, obviously, on that pitch. It's 1-0 to Colton Klausman. He's a left-handed hitter. Big swing on that one. Did not get anything, and the count is even at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on a just kind of gorgeous evening. I think we're about to get rid of the humidity that has been plaguing the area for the last week. That's up around the head of Colton. He ducks down, does not get hit, and he takes ball 2.
And Sheets, he's up to 14 pitches already. Peretta had 14 pitches in the entire first inning.
Yeah, right now Bryce Miller has a ways to go yet.
And there's no outs.
That's why I said he has a ways to go. Klausman takes another pitch outside. It's now 3-1. Sometimes I get a kick out of the players, how many mannerisms of the major league players they have when they play Little League Baseball. Another walk, by the way, issued. So now Colton Klausman's down at first. And a little more alert in the field. Sheets had their shortstop, Maddox Lingenfelder, was standing at second base in case Colton Klausman became the third guy, because Johnston hit a triple, but would have been the third guy that went down to first on a walk and then took off for second base.
And I think this is a good move here that the Sheets coach is coming out to try to settle down Bryce Miller. He's consistently throwing the ball pretty high, and maybe he's picked up something in his delivery or something, but he's definitely high, and he's already walked 3 batters. So this is a good time to settle him down.
His teammates in the infield all pat him on the shoulder as they go back to their positions. So as you say, Chuck, that was a good choice.
Yes. And it's good that a coach sees that and is able to come out and take the young man under his wing and give him a chance to settle down.
Ben Gordon, yet another left-handed hitter, steps in, and the pitch is outside, goes to the backstop, moving up to second, and stopping there is Colton Klausman, which was a good choice. I don't think he could have made it to third safely.
Well, they were looking. I think that they've got that taken care of now.
That pitch is too far outside to Ben Gordon, and the count is quickly 2-0. So you got a lineup loaded with lefties or switch hitters with that lefty on the mound. 2-0 count in the pitch. Up over top of the umpire and all the way to the backstop, and that allows Colton Klausman, that is, to reach third base.
And again, extremely high pitch.
3-0 the count. Bryce Miller's pitch is high, ball 4. And they called timeout. The runner went down to first and got everybody's attention. They were riveted on what Ben Gordon was doing down at first, and eventually they lost track of Colton Klausman at third. He comes home, and it is 4-0 in favor of Holsinger Plumbing.
All right.
That's 4 runs on a hit.
But 4 walks. Wow.
So Ben Gordon down at first now, and nobody out in the inning. It'll bring up third baseman Parker Trexler. And there will be a pitching change.
And you can see the well-coached Holsinger Plumbing team. The base running is just, this is something they've practiced. That last walk, he started to make the bend, and he started to go almost halfway to second. And when the ball was thrown to second, while it was still in the air, the runner from third was breaking home. They weren't going to get him.
All right, the new pitcher on the mound there. We'll check that out for the AIYBL Sheets entry. That is Bradley Ryan, the right fielder. And Bryce Miller went back to take Bradley's place in right. So a straight swap there. Bradley Ryan pitching, Bryce Miller in right field. Just a tough start for Bryce Miller.
Yes.
And one of the things about that is, and we talk about walks will kill you. However, your fielders have to be out there backing you too. And there just seemed to be, there wasn't the kind of attention you expect out of your defensive players there that allowed two runners that had reached via the walk to either, as they went down the first base line for the walk, keep going to second base safely, or even taking off and going to second, and then nobody paying attention at that point and making it all the way over to third.
Maybe it's just like the ball, just because the ball hits the catcher's mitt, that doesn't mean relax and let's see what the next pitch is going to be.
Right.
To be anticipation, and it just wasn't there for a few times for Sheets, and it's cost them dearly here in the first inning.
Third baseman Parker Trexler steps in. He is a right-handed hitter. His team is up by a score of 4-0. We're in the first inning of the final game of the day here in the Park Home Altoona Baseball Classic. That pitch is high, ball one.
21 pitches in the first inning.
Well, now, that will change since we have a new guy on the mound. That's his first. Oh, pitches inside and hits Parker Trexler. So now 2 on and still nobody out and 4 runs in and an opportunity to add to it here. Center fielder Braxton Michella is going to step in.
Dave, how many times have you heard that you almost are going to bat around without an error and no hits? They're almost to that point.
Yeah, this is let's hope Bradley can. I think if they get one out here, that'll get them back kind of a reset. First pitch there to Michelle is outside and low, and the count is 1 ball. What am I saying? It's been a lot of balls. 1 ball and no strikes. Next one's inside, clips him on the shoulder blade on the way by, and it loads the bases. Bases loaded, nobody out, 4 runs in, and that will bring Grayson McGarvey to the plate.
The 8th batter in this first inning.
Grayson is a right-handed hitter. First pitch is low, ball 1. It gets away from the catcher. Coming in from third to score is Ben Gordon. It is now 5-0. And the count is 1 ball and no strikes on Grayson McGarvey to boot. 1-0 pitch. Down the middle of the plate, but low. Ball 2.
Constant coaching down there by Coach Klossman. He's really into it tonight.
Grayson McGarvey's favorite team, the Buccos. His favorite player is Vaughn Lackey from Georgia Tech. And he's a Michigan State fan as far as college goes. He's also a math person. That pitch is low. It's ball 4, and the bases are reloaded. So you have McGarvey down at first, Braxton Michella at second, and Parker Trexler down at third.
And they have batted around without a hit or an error in this first inning. I don't think I've ever seen that.
You have now.
I have now. That's another first.
Braden McGarry is at the plate now. Tell you a little bit about Braden. His favorite team is the Dodgers, and Aaron Judge is his favorite player. So he's buying into the big money teams. You know, the other thing, though, this is kind of neat. Braden is a wrestler. He said that's one of the other sports he plays. All right. I see the runners on base for Holsinger doing some dancing out there. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count, by the way. And the 1-2 pitch is on its way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So there's an accomplishment and something that will possibly help get the team recentered here. 1 out, bases loaded, and 5 runs in for Holsinger Plumbing. Bryce Miller, the lefty, started the game, and coach decided to try Bradley Ryan from right field. Brought him in now, and he's pitching. And we're back to the top of the order. Carter Klausman. That's in the hole between short and third and into left field for a base hit. Another run is in. And an RBI single for Carter Klausman. He walked and scored earlier. He's back on base with a single.
And they just keep running those bases.
Keep on keeping on, as they say. So we have Braxton Michella down at third, Grayson McGarvey at second, and now Carter Klausman is at first with 1 out.
And
that pitch is high and outside, and it's ball 1.
And that was the first hit of our game. First base hit.
No, we had that triple. Corbin Johnston.
Oh, I meant for, that's right, he did.
Yeah.
You're right.
2 hits. Oh, thank you. We now have official gear. That pitch is outside and low. And the count now is 2-0 on Gio Peretta. At this point, Gio's wondering what the mound looks like. He's a starting pitcher for Holsingers. It's been a while since he's been out on the mound. 2-0 pitch coming. Inside, taken by Peretta. It's ball 3. A walk is a run right now. One way to look at it.
He's got to be feeling pretty good with that 6-run lead right now.
Yeah, I'll say. What pitcher wouldn't want to have a 6-run lead? That one's high. It's ball 4 and a walk and an RBI. So the run comes in. Everybody moves up. The run scored by Braxton Michella. Grayson McGarvey at third. Carter Klausman at second. And now Gio Peretta is down at first. And Corbin Johnston steps in with the bases loaded and 1 out. It is a 9-0 lead. That pitch got away from the catcher, and if they would have hurried the ball out there maybe a little bit quicker, they could have picked one of the, and more particular, Carter Klausman was pretty far off second base there. However, I think they decided not to be greedy due to the fact they have a 9-0 lead at this point.
Right.
That pitch is outside, and that is ball 2. 2-0 on Corbin Johnston. Pitch on its way. Almost hit him. He got out of the way. It goes to the backstop, and another run comes in on a wild pitch as Grayson McGarvey scores to make it 10-0 in favor of Sheets from the AIYBL. And also ball 3 on Corbin Johnston. And that reloads the bases. Johnston walks. Gio Paredes at second. Carter Klausman is at third. The scoreboard got a little carried away there. It's actually 8-0. So.
Sheets coach is out to the mound. Looks like another.
He's going to make another pitching change. He's going to send Bryce Miller, I think, back out to right. We'll see where Bradley Ryan's going to go back to right. And we'll see where Bryce Miller ends up now.
Looks like Luke Wilkins is. No, it's not Wilkins.
Right-handed pitcher, number 42, Luke Wilkins.
Yeah, he's wearing number 42, Luke Wilkins.
This pitching change is sponsored by First Summit Bank.
So Luke Wilkins will take over now. It's always a tough thing to inherit this, when you've been tabbed to be the next pitcher, and things have gotten somewhat out of control. I think it's safe to say that.
Yes, and I'm trying to pick up what they did with Bryce Miller. He came in from...
He did come in from right.
Did they take him out of the game?
That is a possibility. I really don't see him out there unless he's... Did they put him in at first?
That's what I'm trying to see.
Oh, yeah. Okay, he came in to play first, and Wilkins moved over to pitch.
Okay.
So you got Wilkins on the mound, and you have tonight's starting pitcher, Bryce Miller, the first baseman now.
Yeah. First, okay. Still
Holsinger 8 and Sheets nothing. Go ahead.
Still only one out too. And I'm not sure, but tournament rules are always different. But normally at the end of 3 innings, if you're up by 13, they call it. So I don't know if that's going to be in the tournament rule or not, but let's see if this young man can zero in a little bit. Right now, the pitching, the control has been the issue for Sheets.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Luke Wilkins is a young man of physical stature.
Is he a big boy?
That's another way to say it. Pitches inside, gets to the backstop, and I think this Holsinger coach, I think that Mr. Klausman has said, okay, we're not going to do that anymore.
Right.
It's 8-0. Colton Klausman is at the plate. Caught and a miss, and the count is even at 1. There was some good bit of pop on that. Good job by Luke Wilkins.
Yep. Nice pitch, good location.
Left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. And it's a pop-up that goes out of play in behind the Sheets dugout down the third base line.
Dave, we're going to have another first. That's the first time tonight now that a Holsinger batter has been down in the count. 1 ball.
There you go. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
First time.
One-two pitch, caught and a miss, strike 3. Surprise, surprise. So there are 2 out. That'll bring up Ben Gordon. Klausman, the second out of the inning. Bases still loaded with 2 out. That pitch is high off the tip of the catcher's mitt of Jonah Greenleaf and rolls to the backstop. No advancing by the runners. As I say, I'm pretty sure Jared Klausman and says that's enough.
Absolutely. When that ball was going to the backstop, he put the stop sign on the gentleman at third base. He didn't want him scoring.
1-0 pitch is inside, as backing out of the way is Ben Gordon as he takes ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, bases loaded and 2 out, and 8-0 lead for Holsingers. Swing and a miss, and the count now 2-1.
Nice pitch and a nice cut. He went after that. Good swing. Just didn't connect.
Luke Wilkins is set on the mound in the stretch pitches inside and hits in the turf, but Jonah Greenleaf is able to keep that one from going to the backstop. Can't do anything about the count now. It has gone to 3-1. 3 balls, a strike, and 2 out. Bases loaded. 8-0 once again. Holsingers with the lead. The pitch. That is over the inside corner to the left-handed hitting Ben Gordon, and the count now 3-2.
Gordon kind of just shook his head there a little bit. He thought it might have been a little bit inside, but he's back in there. He's crowding that plate, Dave.
Full count pitch. Wilkins throws it outside, ball 4, and another run comes in. Ben Gordon down at first now. In from third to score is Carter Klausman.
The one brings up the third baseman, Parker.
And that makes it 9-0. Parker Trexler will come to the plate with another bases loaded situation. First pitch is in there, taken by Trexler, and strike 1 called.
And again, statistics sometimes lie.
And it goes inside and hits him. Trexler hit by a pitch. That is the third hit by pitch in the first inning here. Another run comes in. That's Gio Peretta coming in from third.
Braxton Michella.
And so now you have Corbin Johnston at third, Ben Gordon at second, and Parker Trexler is down at first, and Braxton Michelle is at the plate. 2 out, 10-0 the score. That one's low and outside, ball 1.
And I mentioned statistics lies. When you look at this and say there's 10 runs on 2 hits and no errors on sheets, but Holsinger still has 10 runs.
That one is popped up and out of play into the parking lot. I don't know, that may have had potential to get to the boulevard. It was a major league pop-up down the first base line.
Yes, it was.
Counts even at 1 now on Braxton Michella. And the 1-1 pitch. This is outside. And the count now 2-1. Luke Wilkins, the third pitcher of the first inning for Sheets.
And he's already has 15 pitches thrown.
2-1 pitch now. Just getting a piece of it was Michella. And the count is now even at 2. Deuce is wild on the old scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. So you at least have a shot at a full house.
Right.
Pitch to Michella, off speed, outside corner. He takes strike 3 called. And Sheets is out of the inning. 10 runs across, though, for the Holsinger Plumbing squad. And at the end of 1, the score is Holsinger's 10 and Sheets nothing. Back with more from the John Kraft Field of the Joseph M. Sheets Baseball Complex. And we'll be back with that. By the way, you're listening to the Park Home Altoona Baseball Classic. It's brought to you exclusively by 5-Star Mitsubishi. It doesn't get better than this, and it's on 96.1 Hank FM.
When it comes to feeding your family, you want only the best, especially bread, only the freshest and best tasting. There's only one choice, Pacifico Bakery. Since 1947, Pacifico Bakery has been a staple in central Pennsylvania, and they continue to be a favorite with the freshest breads, rolls, and more. Be sure to visit Pacifico's outlet store, 1208 5th Avenue, Altoona. Open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30, and Saturday, 9 to 2:30. Closed Wednesdays and Sundays. Give your family only the best bread from Pacifico Bakery of Altoona.
Whether you're running, walking, or simply looking for all-day comfort, the right shoe starts with the right fit. At Shoe Fly and Appalachian Running Company, we take the time to measure your feet and help you find the shoe that's right for you. Starting July 9th, experience the all-new Hoka Clifton Pro, designed to deliver smooth comfort mile after mile. Visit Shoe Fly and App Run Co. on Pleasant Valley Boulevard in Altoona and discover the difference the right fit can make.
Welcome back to the Park Home Altoona Baseball Classic. Tonight's game, as they all are, emanating from John Kraft Field. I think they did use, though, the Kashati Field to kind of get things evened out after some changes had to take place due to the weather last night. All right, Sheets is at the plate, trying to keep this game going, trailing 10-0. And at the plate, it is the left fielder, Mikey Burke. The count now on him is a ball and a strike.
They're watching Gio out there, and he doesn't seem to be affected by that hand that he was hit.
Yeah, as you say, that may be the kind of thing where he wakes up in the morning and things are a little bit different when it comes to that. And Burke got hit. So Mikey Burke hit by a pitch. He moves down to first. And that'll bring up the pitcher. Well, he was the starting pitcher, Bryce Miller, who's now playing first. Pops up the first pitch. Shallow left fielder coming in. Squeezing it is not Mikey Burke, but the left fielder for Holsinger's Brandon McGarry. And McGarry has out number one.
Played shallow left field, and it was perfectly played.
Mikey unable to advance on that. One out, and the catcher, Jonah Greenleaf, has really been given a workout here tonight behind the plate. A little soft liner back to the pitcher, fields it perfectly. Runner was off the base. It's a double play. It is a 1-3 double play. No runs across for Sheets from the AIYBL in their half of the first inning. And the score is Holsinger Plumbing 10, Sheets nothing. Back with more from the Park Home Altoona Baseball Classic. It is on 96.1 Hank FM.
You're an adrenaline junkie. Get your fix at the Power Sports Giant. 5-star Power Sports. From tearing through trails to conquering mud, snow, and dirt, on or off-road, and even at the lake. Yamaha, Polaris, KTM, Gas, Suzuki, Husqvarna, Honda, Kawasaki, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, CF Moto, Mahindra, Roxor, BLP Motors, KO, and more. ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, dirt bikes, personal watercraft, tractors, and utility vehicles. Huge selection, massive inventory, super low prices. You'll get the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have. Parts, accessories, helmets, riding gear, trailers, and service from experienced factory-trained technicians. 5-star Power Sports, the Power Sports Giant has got it all. Nobody stocks more, nobody sells for less. Get geared up, get outside, and get ready to ride. 5-star Power Sports, Duncansville, Bedford County, and now our store up north in Clearfield.
5-star Power Sports, you were born ready for this.
Welcome back to John Kraft Field. I'm Dave Shannon, joined by Chuck Manis, and you are listening to and viewing, if you happen to be catching the stream, of the game between Sheets from the AIYBO and Holsinger Plumbing, game that's been dominated by Holsinger so far. They nearly batted around twice in the first inning, putting up those 10 runs. And we have a new pitcher, of course, that he came over from first base toward the end of the first inning, Luke Wilkins. Bryce Miller is at first. He was the starting pitcher. Bradley Ryan came in for a while, but he was not really up to the situation. So he is back out in right field. All right, warm-up tosses are in for Luke Wilkins, and that will bring to the plate Grayson McGarvey.
And it's easy to see what he did the last time up. He walked twice.
McGarvey,
once, rather.
Yeah, he did walk once, and that one's up around his head. He hits the deck and avoids being hit. It is, however, ball one. One oh the count. Pitch by Wilkins. Low. And that is ball two. It was in the middle of the plate. Give him that. Gravity is still in effect. It is a law that has not been rescinded. Gravity still exists. 2-0 pitch. Gravity was really nasty with that pitch, outside and low. And the count is 3-0.
And Greenleaf was hit, in the shoulder with that one.
Oh, okay.
It bounced right on the other side of the plate near the batter's box and came up and clipped him in the shoulder. And he tried to get up, and then he went right down to both knees.
Holsinger's coach, Jared Klausman, comes down from third to check on the opponent's catcher. Coaches come out of the dugout to check on him. Umpires there as well, as Jonah Greenleaf tries to collect himself. And he will stay behind the plate.
Tough little kid. Give him some credit for that.
And Luke Wilkins gives him a fist bump and a handshake from the batter, Grayson McGarvey. So Jonah's got a lot of support out there, even from the opposition. He's back behind the plate with a 3-0 count on Grayson McGarvey. 3-0 pitch is over the outside corner and a strike called. Braden McGarry to follow. And then back to the top of the order and Carter Klausman. 3-1 pitch. Way outside. That's ball four. So McGarvey had walked and scored back in the first. He's walked here in the second. And that'll bring up left fielder number 99. No, it's not. Okay.
The walk brings up the right fielder, Lyric Powell.
They did make a substitution there. Braden McGarry had started in right. That pitch hits in the left-hander's batter's box, and that allows Grayson McGarvey to move up.
And Lyric Powell is the batter right now, number 17.
One ball, no strikes on him. One 1-0 pitch from Wilkins. Misses outside low, ball two.
That's a good move by Coach Klausman, trying to get some of these kids in to make sure they get a chance to get into the game.
2-0 pitch on its way. That one misses outside and low, and it's now 3-0. Runner at second base, the leadoff batter was Grayson McGarvey. He was walked. Advanced on a pass ball. 3-0 the count here, and the pitch on its way from Wilkins. High inside, it's ball four. Now there's two on and nobody out.
The walk brings up the catcher, Carter Klausman.
And it's
Carter Klausman steps in. Now he has adopted as his favorite MLB team the Atlanta Braves, the evil Atlanta Braves. And also his favorite college team is North Carolina. And his favorite MLB player, Ronald Acuna Jr. Well picked, Carter Klausman.
He's got that.
Ronald Acuna Jr. is good. That's it high in the air to center field. A line drive is flagged down by the center fielder. Nice catch out there by Murphy Lingenfelder. And there's one away.
Real nice catch running to his left, getting that before it had a chance to get through. And if that would have gone through, that was going to the wall. That was really starched. A line drive. Nice defense.
Carter got a lot of aluminum on that.
Yes, he did.
Gio Peretta's up. He's walked 2 times, scored 2 times. It's 10-0 in favor of Holsinger's. And the pitch is over the outside corner. Runner's going to move up to second base.
Lyric
0-1 the count. That one's fouled off. That might make its way out to the boulevard as well. You were going to say, Chuck?
I was going to say the pitch count for Wilkes. He has thrown 30 pitches since he's been brought in, and Gio for Holsinger has thrown 20 in the game.
Pitch is on its way. It's outside and low. Gets through the catcher, goes to the backstop, and Mr. Klausman calls his runner at third back to the base.
Good sportsmanship, too.
Very. Got to give him a lot of credit for that.
Yep, for sure.
One ball, 2 strikes, the count on Gio Peretta, the pitch. Ooh. Inside and up around the head of Peretta, who basically just ducks down and gets out of the way of it. And the count is now even at 2 on the right-handed hitting pitcher, Gio Peretta.
He's already been hit once tonight.
2-2 pitch on its way. That's a base hit into right center field. That's going to bring in 2. Coming in to score, Grayson McGarvey. And Lyric is coming in as well. I still haven't had an opportunity to write his name down.
Lyric Powell.
Okay, so Lyric is in. It is now 12-0 in favor of Holsinger.
Brings up the shortstop, Corbin Johnston.
Shortstop Corbin Johnston steps in. By the way, I'm going to give Gio a double because I can.
It's a double.
2 RBIs, too.
Gordon Johnson tripled his first time up, tripled and scored.
That is true. He was the only person that had a hit in this game for a while. Triple, drove in 2. He then walked in his second at-bat and made it over to third, but was never brought home. Counts even at 1-1 right now.
He wanted that one. A big, hard swing and a miss.
1-1 the count. And that one's up high. That'll allow the runner at second base, Gio Peretta, to move up to third.
Holsinger.
There is 1 out.
Yep, 1 down.
And now a 2-ball, 1-strike count on Corbin Johnston. 2-1 pitch. Outside and low. That's a nice effort by Greenfield there to stop that one from getting back to the backstop.
He's had several of those. He's playing really well behind there.
Jonah Greenleaf. Good job, young man. 3-1 the count and the pitch. That's big hit down the right field line. Gets through the right fielder, Bradley Ryan. And holding at second base, I think on the advice of his head coach, is Corbin Johnston. So it's a double that brings in Peretta.
12-0. Huh?
13 is what we have on the board now.
Yeah.
3 runners have come in to score this inning. Grayson McGarvey, Lyric Powell, and now Gio Peretta.
2 walks and 2 doubles for Holsinger Plumbing. The offensive barrage continues.
First pitch is outside to Colton Klausman, ball 1. You know, one thing this is, in the case of Holsingers, this is the kind of game you really, that's behind the batter. Klausman goes to the backstop. That will allow Corbin Johnston to move up to third. It's one of those games that you don't really want to have in the fact that it is lopsided like this.
Right.
Because as you go on further in the tournament, you're not going to get games like this.
No. And you want to be playing a full game, too, with full intensity. Right now, everybody's just kind of
going through the motions. That one is ripped down the right field line, foul.
Going through the motions and not running the bases hard. So that, due to sportsmanship, not laziness.
Yeah.
Make sure I qualify that there.
2-1 the count on Klausman after that rip foul down the right field line. The pitch on its way. Popped up. That should be playable. Pitcher off the mound. Luke Wilkins makes the catch, and that is out number 2.
So, 2 down now.
That will bring up first baseman Ben Gordon. Ben is, he scored once, walked twice.
But in the box score, it'll show him being 0 for 0 as he's walking.
Yes, there are going to be a number of those guys here.
Yes.
Gordon fouls off that pitch, and it's a no-ball 1 strike count.
Very deceiving 0 for 0, but yet you have possibility of scoring two times.
We're getting 2 more from another ball.
Making sure they're getting some extra baseballs down there.
Yep. Always good to be prepared. I think most umpires are Boy Scouts. Be prepared. At least Boy Scouts at heart.
A little bit of a delay here.
Well, you got to take those balls out of the plastic, Chuck. Can't just throw those bad balls down to the ump. That one gets away from catcher Jonah Greenleaf. Was high and outside to the left-handed hitting Ben Gordon. Count evens up at 1-1. Break-even pitch goes outside, and it's now 2-1. 2 out with a runner at third. 3 runs in for Holsingers here in their half of inning number 2. That is outside, and I guess we've fallen prey to the never trust the scoreboard jinx.
Exactly.
It's actually a 2-ball 2 strike count now.
He's already walked twice in the first inning, and we're only in the second inning, and it's potentially the 3rd time he's been walked. Yep.
There it is. Okay. And that will take us to the third baseman, Parker Trexler.
He's been hit twice tonight.
The walk brings up the center fielder, Parker Trexler.
Hit twice and scored 1 run.
Pitches outside, gets past catcher Jonah Greenleaf. Moving up to second base is Ben Gordon.
And again, the runner on third was held.
No, Jared Klausman is
Class act.
basically shut down.
Yep.
He's not going to tell his kids not to go up there and have legitimate at-bats, but he's not going to try to be taking advantage of every mistake that may be happening to the Sheets team. One ball, one strike. 2 out, 2 on. 3 in the inning for Holsingers. That was low. Did catch the outside part of the plate, but it was too low, and that makes the count 2-1.
Wilkes now has hit 50 pitches since he's been brought in.
2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got a nice little break there right at the end on that pitch, and the count is now even at 2 on Parker Trexler. Wilkins' 2-2 pitch on its way. Line foul down the first base line between the coach and the first baseman, which is Bryce Miller.
Count remains 2-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. The old deuce is wild. That's outside, hits in the turf of the left-hander's batter's box and goes to the backstop. No advance made. And it's a full count now on Parker Trexler. Now, if he can throw that good curveball, maybe he gets out of this inning. But he will have, if he doesn't, it's another inning where Holsingers will bat around. Full count pitch. Line foul down the first base line. Some fans and some bleachers down there were getting ready to duck, but it hit the fencing down the first base line.
Trexler's doing a nice job of staying alive there.
Yeah.
My vote right now for the person who's hustling the most tonight goes to Greenlift, the catcher. He's all over the place behind that plate.
And that is ball 4. And now the bases are loaded, and they have batted around. One, 2, 3, 4. 4 walks in the inning, 2 doubles.
Jackson Eversole.
Another substitution into the game, and that's Jackson Ebersole, I think is what I heard there.
I think so, too. Jackson Eversole, number 66.
Mario Lemieux at the plate. Number 66. That one is outside. $13-0. Bases loaded, 2 out. 1-1 the count and the pitch. Tomahawk foul down the third baseline.
He really pulled that one right up and towards the refreshment stand.
That's somebody that was on that ball from the time it started out of the hand of Luke Wilkins. And he was so on that ball that he turned on it too hard. 1-2 pitch. Outside in the turf again. Goes to the backstop. So we're now 2-2.
This will be Mr. Wilkes' 60th pitch that he throws next. Gio has thrown 20 in the game for Holsinger.
Jackson Eversole, the right-handed hitter, takes ball 3.
Well, nowhere to put him.
It's been said that way before.
Yep.
Once again, the 3-2 pitch, little looper. Nice grab by Maddox Lingenfelder. The tall guy at shortstop is able to just kind of lean back and a little bit up and make the catch on that to retire the side. 3 runs across for Holsinger in their half of the second, and at the end of 2, the score is Holsinger 13 and Sheets nothing.
5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
You've got a fever and the Mitsubishi Giant's got the cure. At 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona, everybody qualifies for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in discounts on your new Mitsubishi purchase. Plus, you get free, yeah, I said free, scheduled maintenance and the best warranty on the planet. Pick up your prescription today at the Mitsubishi Giant. Nobody stocks more, nobody sells for less.
Best experience when you buy. It doesn't get better than this. You get the best warranty. More for your money. You know that you love to drive the car that you can buy from 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
Example 2025 Outlander plug-in hybrid includes factory incentives and dealer discounts.
And we are back. It is a 13-0 Holsinger lead. We are in the top of the 3rd inning.
The winning number is 5-6-5-6-4.
And you know it's getting late when they're reading the 50-50 number in the 3rd inning of the last game.
6-4-5.
Trying to catch if number 19 Paredes down on 3rd base. I can't quite get his number.
Holsinger's pitch and change is brought to you by First Summit Bank.
All right. Okay. Cannot figure out. I'm sure the Gio Paredes somewhere out there.
Ryan.
Linda Ronstadt and James Ingram are singing somewhere out there. That pitch is high, ball 1. Bottom 3rd of the order due up here. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss.
And you said the bottom 3rd of the order. This is only the 7th batter that Sheets has had in the game when they're down 13-0.
1-1 pitch, misses. And the count now 2-1. Park Elm Altoona Baseball Classic brought to you on 96.1 Hank FM by 5-star Mitsubishi. Doesn't get better than this. That pitch bounced in the dirt, made it a 3-1 count now to Bradley Ryan, who got his turn in the wash cycle, also known as pitching. And guess what? Bradley has drawn a walk.
And that's the first base runner for Sheets this evening.
Second.
Yeah.
Mikey Burke was hit by a pitch.
The walk brings up Colin.
I think Paredes playing shortstop, Dave. I think I just picked up his number 19 at short.
Talk about hitting it off the end of the bat. That's exactly what happened there. As Colin Price is at the plate, right-handed hitter. Pitch on its way. Right at the belt, over the outside corner, and it's a no-ball, 2-strike count. Runner at first is Ryan. And that pitch is ball 1. Taken by Colin Price. 1-2 the count. A 13-0 Holsinger lead. The pitch. Cut and a miss, and that will be strike 3. So there's one out in the Sheets half of inning number 1.
And we can confirm that Gio Paredes is playing shortstop for for sure.
Okay. There's some zip
high
on that one, for sure. But it is ball one.
Little high.
That one's in there, and the count is even at 1. Colton Klausman misses with that one. The count now 2-1 to Kyle Wilkins. He is the extra hitter. And it's now 3-1 to Wilkins with a runner down at first base. Leadoff walk to Bradley Ryan. 3-1 pitch is high. It's ball 4. 2 on, both via the walk, 1 out. Back around to the top of the order, and Murphy Lingenfelder. Lingenfelder seeing some action out there in center field with these bats of Holsinger's, getting a hold of a number of balls here tonight. Nice solid hits out to center field. First pitch, Murphy's not quite that tall, so it's ball 1.
Lingenfelder started the game off popping up to the pitcher, his first at bat.
That he did on a 2-2 pitch. That one hits the plate and pops straight up and over the catcher. And moving up to third is Bradley Ryan. Moving up to second, Kyle Wilkins. Runners at second and third with 1 out. That pitch is inside. That one backs Lingenfelder off the plate. It's now a 3-ball, no strike count. With attempt to load the bases, they'll be able to do that despite that fastball that was zinged in there by Colton Klausman.
Kind of a little bit of a reverse coach coming out now to settle down the young man.
Well, that'd be Dad. Dad's out there giving him the business.
You're going to walk home if you don't start throwing strikes.
That's a very animated discussion.
Yes, it was.
Now, dads can get away with that.
Yeah.
You know, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And just trying to get Colton's attention there.
Well, good thing the helicopter didn't come across. It looked like he was trying to land one.
First pitch right at the belt, down the middle of the plate. Strike 1 to Parker Myers. Line drive up the middle into center field for a base hit. 1 run is in to score for Sheets. Station to station for the other 2 men on bases. Coming in to score, it is Bradley Ryan with the first run of the game for Sheets.
And that was their second hit of the game.
It's grounded down the first baseline. First baseman has trouble with it. Ben Gordon eventually collects himself, controls the ball, steps on the first base bag. But while all that was going on, Kyle Wilkins comes home to score. And it is now 13-2.
The RBI ground picks up Luke Wilkins.
Lingenfelder goes 3 unassisted. And at the plate, the guy that came in and was able to kind of get things under control a little bit. Luke Wilkins started at first base. He was the third pitcher of the evening for Sheets. And he is at the plate right now with a no-ball, 1-strike count on him.
A nice single would get 2 more runs in. Yeah, they're still playing hard. Sheets is still playing hard.
(13-2) the score. Pitch by Klausman off the end of the bat and fouled back to the backstop fencing. And well out in front now is Mr. Klausman with that pitch. Colton, a right-handed pitcher. 0-2 the count, 2 out, 2 on. Off speed, and that's hit. Past the second baseman, into the outfield. Another run is in to score. That one in the person of Murphy Lingenfelder. Moving up to third base, Parker Myers. I think he had designs of trying to come home, but Cleats got tangled up in the bag. So he remains at third base. Wilkins with an RBI single, a nice single, and suddenly the bats have come alive for the Sheets AIYBL team.
Yes, they have. Of course, the pitching change had a little bit to do with that because Gio Pareto was in control the first 2 innings.
Yeah, and by getting him out at that point, too, that brings him back available sooner.
Right.
Because of the pitch count.
Good point, Dave.
13-3 the score. The pitch by Klausman's high and a little bit inside, taken by Burke, Mikey Burke at the plate with a 3-ball, no strike count on him. Takes that one for strike 1. Mikey was hit by a pitch back in the second inning, but then erased on a double play to end the inning. That one's high, and he's going to be on board again. Mikey Burke makes his way down to first after the walk. And a bases-loaded situation once again for Sheets.
Bryce Miller.
And that was the 4th walk in the inning.
Bryce Miller steps in now. Not only the 4th walk of the inning, but Miller is now the number 8 batter. They've sent 8 to the plate, brought 3 across. Hits that one, pops it up down the third baseline, and in a little bit of what you may want to call a Bermuda triangle down the third baseline. Catcher couldn't get it, third baseman couldn't get it, neither could the pitcher. It falls for a strike, and the count's 1-1 on Bryce Miller. That pitch misses inside, and the count now 2-1.
Three runs in this inning.
That one misses outside, and the count now is 3-1 on Bryce Miller.
Throw down the third. They tried to pick off the runner, but he got back in there quickly.
3-1 count. Colton Klausman in relief on the mound. Not sure where that was, but it's ball 4. And that'll bring in a run. Coming in from third is Parker Myers. Wilkins moves up to third. Mikey Burke to second. And now down at first it is Bryce Miller. And it's now a 13-4 game, and Colton Klausman is no longer going to be pitching.
Bringing in Ben Gordon. Ben Gordon, number 12, will be brought in to pitch.
So Ben will move over there from his first base position. He is another southpaw that'll be on the mound here. And we'll see how he does. You know, one thing about this artificial turf infield, the mound is artificial turf, so is the batter's box. One thing about it is pitchers can change. You know, with dirt, it depends, you know, the way a pitcher, his plant foot ends up coming down, can dig a hole out, depending on what angle he comes down off of the mound. And when you have the artificial turf, you don't have that. That is not a thing. So Ben Gordon finishing up his warm-up tosses.
And they moved Mikey Burke over to first base now, brought him in. I'm not sure who they put in right field, though, now. I'm sorry.
Mikey was in left.
Yeah, he was in left.
I'm sorry, you're talking about Sheets there. Mikey Burke.
Yeah. But
so number 2 out there for Holsinger is
Corbin Johnson.
Yeah.
Corbin Johnson's been moved to first now.
And I think you have Colton Klausman back at second base.
Colton Klausman. Okay, second base.
Gordon on the mound, his first pitch. Misses outside, ball 1. Jonah Greenleaf at the plate after a workout behind the plate tonight.
Yes, he's had a workout.
Next pitch misses low and outside. It's ball 2, and the count is quickly 2-0 on the left-handed hitting Jonah Greenleaf. The pitch. Big cut.
He wanted that.
Yeah, that's why they tell you to throw that high heat.
Yep, he was a little high.
A lot of batters just can't lay off that.
And he knew he didn't want to swing at that, but he did.
Yep. Too late now. 2-1 pitch. That one's hit in the air into center field for a base hit. 1 run is in to score, and it's going to be station to station. But now 4 runs are on the board for Sheets. So Luke Wilkins not only picks himself up an RBI, but with a single, is driven in by an RBI single off the bat of Jonah Greenleaf. And the bases remain loaded with 2 out.
Bradley Ryan started this inning off.
Grounds it back. Ben Gordon fields it and throws over to first. And Corbin Johnson is able to handle that, and that does it for Sheets in their half of inning number 3. But they bring 5 runs across and get this game a little bit closer now. There will be a bottom half of the 3rd inning. It's 13 for Holsingers and 5 for Sheets. We'll be back with the bottom half of the 3rd right after this. You're listening to the Park Home Altoona Baseball Classic. And it is on, thanks to 5-Star Mitsubishi. They have a place where, you know what, doesn't get better than that. So make your way to 5-Star Mitsubishi, the exclusive sponsor of the Park Home Altoona Baseball Classic on 96.1 Hank FM.
There's nothing more exciting than seeing your company name or logo imprinted or embroidered on quality business apparel. Proactive Sports in Altoona can make your business or organization stand out with their custom art department, screen printing, and embroidery. Whether it's for a business, high school, college, a local sports team, club, or even logo design for an event, Proactive Sports is your go-to source for screen printing and embroidery. And they even customize. Find them on the web at proactivesportsinc.com or stop in and see Proactive Sports in their shop at 5910 California Avenue in Altoona.
When it comes to feeding your family, you want only the best, especially bread, only the freshest and best tasting. There's only one choice, Pacifico Bakery. Since 1947, Pacifico Bakery has been a staple in central Pennsylvania, and they continue to be a favorite with the freshest breads, rolls, and more. Be sure to visit Pacifico's outlet store, 1208 5th Avenue, Altoona. Open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30, and Saturday, 9 to 2:30. Closed Wednesdays and Sundays. Give your family only the best bread from Pacifico Bakery of Altoona.
96.1 Hank FM is WKMC Marine Spring, Altoona, a service of Leitner Communications.
Welcome back to the John Kraft Field. We're in the bottom half of the 3rd inning, and the home team has 13 runs, but the visitor now has 5. And at the plate for the home team in this game, which is Holsinger Plumbing, is the right fielder, Grayson McGarvey. It's a 2-ball, 1-strike count on him.
He's walked both times tonight.
That he has. And it's now a 3-ball, 1-strike count on Grayson McGarvey. Luke Wilkins, possibly feeling a little bit better about himself, drove in a run. Continues on the mound. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So the count is full now on Grayson McGarvey. 3-2 pitch is on its way. That is in the dirt and all the way to the backstop. A familiar refrain, all too familiar, I'm sure, some would say, for the Sheets team tonight. Leadoff walk to Grayson McGarvey.
Third time on base for McGarvey, all 3 on walks. And the other funny thing is both teams have 4 hits. The big difference is Sheets has 5 runs, and Holsinger has 13.
Lyric Powell's second trip to the plate. He walked and scored back in the second. We're in the third. Pitch misses outside and low, ball 1. And timeout for a cleat tying down at first base by Grayson McGarvey. Let's see, he gets set back up. All right. He has indeed remembered how to tie those laces. 1 ball, no strike count on Lyric Powell. That's high, and it leads to a 2 ball, no strike count. Over his head, high. I don't know what Euchre used when he did Major League on the high pitches. The famous one, of course, is that's just a bit outside, just like that one was.
Yeah.
Right there. And it's a 3 ball, no strike count. .30 pitch is on its way from Luke Wilkins with a runner on. And that one stays high. And so on 4 pitches, Lyric Powell draws a walk. That'll send Grayson McGarvey down to second base. And that will bring up Carter Klausman. Carter is up now for the 3rd time. And he's 1 for 2, which is an interesting line in this game.
Yes, it is.
Singled, got an RBI, hit a fly ball out to center, and walked and scored. And Jonah Greenleaf continues to try to be a goaltender behind the plate, down there making a lot of saves. Pitch to Klausman was ball 1. And that pitch misses outside. It's ball 2.
And Luke is now has a pitch count, Dave, up to 73. That's
74 there, and it's another ball, and it's 3-0.
And that sometimes is a whole little league game for a pitcher. And we're only in the 3rd inning. .30 pitch about to be delivered by Luke Wilkins. Hits in the turf in front of the plate, goes to the backstop. Runners move up. Take a look at home, but Jared Klausman, the head coach, is still being reserved down there. It's a 13-5 game. Yeah, it's a little bit different, but at this particular juncture, it's not like that lead is in any kind of danger. Time called by Sheets as their manager comes to the mound, and I think that might be it for Luke.
Yeah, 75 pitches. He gave it his best effort there tonight. Started at first base. We'll see if he goes back there. And they're trying to figure out where to put Bryce.
They're calling the center fielder, and I think they're going to put the center fielder over in first base.
Okay.
Everybody's moving around now.
Bryce Miller goes over to left field, and the left fielder moves Mikey Burke into center field. Pitching for Sheets, it is going to be Parker Myers.
Right in the picture, number 14, Parker Myers.
So he started the game at second base. He's now on the mound.
Wilkes goes back to first.
Yeah, he went back to his home position, so to speak. Jonah Greenleaf saying, just have me catch somebody that's not throwing the ball in the dirt. Jonah has had more than a workout tonight.
Oh, yeah, that young man, he's been diving every which way. Plus, he's not that tall, and those high pitches, he's had to, come up and jump for a lot of those balls that were thrown. So he's had a full night.
There's two pitches, or two ways the ball has come in. One has been above the batter's head, and there's not a whole lot you can do. Jonah's not real tall.
No.
As he just showed us. That was made for TV moment there. But nonetheless, it's tough for him to get up on those pitches, and the other ones that have given him problems. It's like when the ball hits, 4 inches in front of the plate or even on the front of the plate, it's just so hard for a catcher to do something with that.
The walk brings up.
And at the plate, that is Gio Peretta. And Gio beats it out. A ground ball in the infield. Another run comes in, makes it 14-5.
Hit that off the end of the bat.
So Peretta reaches, and we got a, speaking of curious oddities, we have a hit.
The first pitch, Corbin Johnston.
Johnston grounds to third off the tip of the glove of the third baseman, Colin Price. And unable to make a play at first. Run comes in and scores. It's now 15-5.
The second baseman, Colton Klausman.
So Johnston on board. And there's a catch by the third baseman, Colin Price, for out number 1.
Yep, that's out number 1.
So 1 out, bases still loaded. And we have 2 runs in so far here in the inning. There's one of those ones that hit in the dirt right around the plate and just bounced straight up in the air. And another run comes in to score. From third base, Carter Klausman comes in. The other 2 runners move up. Peretta to third and Corbin Johnston down to second base. Ben Gordon is at the plate now. Ben getting his turn on the mound. Left-handed hitter, left-handed pitcher as well. That one's high outside, goes to the backstop. Runner comes in, slides, safe. And the catcher, Jonah Greenleaf, tried to get it to Myers, and Parker unable to come up with it. So coming in to score, run number 17, that is Gio Peretta. Moving up to third base is Corbin Johnston. Runner at third with 1 out. And that is ball 4 to Ben Gordon. So first and third again. Parker Trexler will step in. Hit by a pitch 2 times and walked his last time up. Just gets a piece of that. That was a nice pitch by Myers.
Still only 1 out in this inning.
First and third, the pitch is high, and that is ball 1. The count's even in 1. One the count. Parker Myers pitch way high. And the count now is 2 balls and 1 strike. Parker to Parker going on here. Parker Myers to Parker Trexler. 2-1 pitch. Outside, and that's ball 3.
Nice little scoop by
Jonah Greenleaf.
Greenleaf, yeah. Went outside and short hopped that. It was clearing into the batter's box almost.
It is Holsinger 17, Sheets 5. We're in the 3rd inning. This one's popped up down the first base line and out of play. Luke Wilkins did go over and give it a look, but that was well out of play. And the count now is full at 3-2. That one's inside, almost hit him. But he's going to be at first no matter what, because that's ball 4. So once again, the bases are loaded for Holsinger Plumbing. There's 1 out. And they have brought in their share of runs again this inning. 5 runs were scored in the top of the inning for Sheets. And 4 runs have come in here for Holsinger. At the plate, it's Braxton Michella. And Braxton fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. And in yet another inning, Holsinger has batted around. 0-1 pitch.
Way
high.
Nice job again by Greenleaf climbing that ladder to get that ball from going back to the backstop.
Counts even at 1. One pitch. Popped up and hits the netting above the dugout of Holsinger Plumbing. And the count is now 1-2. Yeah, the other thing that goes on in a game like this, Chuck, is I'm assuming that the guys that have been on the mound, by the way, the infield's pulled in here.
Right.
Trying to prevent a run from scoring. That one hit way out in front of the plate, probably about 2.5 feet.
Say close to 3 feet in front of the plate, just bounced over everybody's head.
But I don't know, how much pitching some of these guys have done that have been out there on the mound tonight.
Right.
I mean, everybody gets some time at that. Some are relied on more than others. Another pop fly foul down the first baseline. Wilkins headed over there. He might have had a chance to catch that, but didn't get there in time. So the count is even at 2 now. On Braxton Michella, not Ashcraft. 2-2 pitch. Off the tip of the catcher's mitt, and we're now full with 3-2. Walk brings in a run. A somewhat familiar refrain from tonight's game.
Exactly.
And here is the payoff pitch. Grounded towards second. They're going to come home with it, and they force him out at home. That is a nice play at second base. Tip of the cap there goes to Colton Klausman. That was Colton, I guess. So.
Of third base, Grayson Garvey.
And fielder's choice there puts Michella down at first.
And the big thing is it's 2 outs for Sheets.
Yes.
Bases are still jam full of Holsinger Plumbers.
Yeah, if you need a plumber, they're all here.
And again, that ball probably a good 4 or 5 feet over Greenleaf's head for ball 2. My goodness.
17-5 the score. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. That one misses outside for a ball, and the count is 3-0 on Grayson McGarvey, who started the inning with a walk, and he came around and scored. Angling for yet another walk here. Outside corner, count 3-1. First and now the third inning have been bat-around innings, and there's the walk that brings in the run.
Scorky. McGarry's re-entering
So the walk to McGarvey will drive in
The walk brings up the right.
Ben Gordon.
Grady McGeary.
Over at third now, the runner is Parker Trexler.
And we just had a re-entry. Number 99 is back into bat.
That'll be Braden McGarry.
Exactly.
And it's a 2-ball, no strike count on Braden. He last hit back in the first inning and was a 1-2 pitch strikeout victim for the first out back in the first inning. 2-0 pitch is high, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes. And there's a little frustration out there shown by Parker Myers, the Sheets pitcher. Just been a frustrating kind of night for the kids. That's ball 4. Says it was inside, does the home plate ump. And Braden McGarry walks on 4 pitches.
Carter Klausman.
Bases remain loaded. Coming in to score that time was Parker Trexler. And it's 19-5. That pitch is inside, taken by Klausman. Bounces off the shin guard of the catcher, Jonah Greenleaf, and goes over toward the third base side. No advance, though, by the runners.
And I believe this is...
Carter Klausman, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say the third time. The third time in this game in just 3 innings that they batted around. So they batted around in each inning of this game.
It's the third inning, and Klausman, this is his 5th at-bat. 5th plate appearance, because he's been walked twice, so those aren't at-bats.
Right.
He's 1 for 2 otherwise, and right now it's a 3-ball, no strike count on him. Line drive past the shortstop. Maddox Lingenfelder into left field. 1 run is scored, and that is going to do it. That's all they needed to bring this one to an end. That was run number 20 that came across the plate. Single by Carter Klausman drives it in, and the final score in 3 innings of the second game here tonight was Holsinger Plumbing 20 and Sheets 5. Chuck and I will be back to wrap things up and talk about, maybe we'll have the schedule for tomorrow. We'll let you know. All right. Once again, 20-5 was the final, and we even have some stats. We'll get those to you right after we take this time out. You're listening to the Park Home Altoona Baseball Classic. It is on 96.1 Hank FM.
5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
You've got a fever and the Mitsubishi Giant's got the cure. At 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona, everybody qualifies for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in discounts on your new Mitsubishi purchase. Plus, you get free, yeah, I said free, scheduled maintenance and the best warranty on the planet. Pick up your prescription today at the Mitsubishi Giant. Nobody stocks more, nobody sells for less.
The best experience when you buy. It doesn't get better than this. You get the best warranty. More for your money. You know that you'd love to drive the car that you can buy from 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
Example 2025 Outlander plug-in hybrid includes factory incentives and dealer discounts.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Jamie, it's July.
Exactly. Why wait till December to celebrate? Christmas in July is bigger than ever with 30% off furniture, 50% off outdoor furniture, and enjoy great savings on select mattresses throughout the store.
30% off furniture and 50% off outdoor in July?
That's right. We're spreading Christmas cheer all month long. Throw on your favorite ugly sweater. Enjoy food trucks, selfies, giveaways. You might even spot Santa making an early visit.
Santa, in July. Now I've heard everything.
Christmas in July is happening now at Park Home in Altoona and Johnstown. Save 30% off furniture, 50% off outdoor, and more. Plus 60-month special financing.
But hurry, because these deals disappear faster than Christmas cookies.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas at Park Home.
See store for details.
We play the legends of country. Hank FM.
Oh, we're back at the John Kraft Field, and we're wrapping things up at this field for tonight and for all the action for the Park Home Altoona Baseball Classic. Final score here tonight, it was Holsinger Plumbing 20 and Sheets 5. And Chuck, I'll let you pick out some stats you may want to talk about there with Holsinger, as their lineup is sitting there, I do believe.
Okay, I was, just looking to overall general with the 5 runs that Sheets scored. Oh, you want me to do Holsinger? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Holsinger had 20 runs. They had 7 hits, no errors, and they stranded 9 for the evening. They batted around 3 times in the same game for each inning.
Okay. We had an interruption because the phone managed to get a call. So, all right, hang in there, Jordan. He'll be right with you. All right. Let's take a look at Sheets now. As we find out, they scored a total of 5 runs. They kind of got their feet under them a little bit, but they never got the kind of pitching that they needed to make that work. So let's take a look at the runs that were scored were by Murphy, Parker. Also, we had... some of these get flipped in the computer and all that. So, we had Luke Wilkins that scored a run as well. And also, Jonah Greenleaf was rewarded for all his hard work. He had a hit. And the runs, once again, by Murphy, Parker, Wilkins, and then Bradley Ryan scored a run, along with, Kyle's last name here. I'll find it.
Wilkins. Kyle Wilkins.
Yeah, Kyle Wilkins, the extra hitter, scored a run as well. 5 in all for Sheets, 5 runs on 4 hits, and 6 walks.
And they left 3 on base for the evening.
Which is kind of amazing that's all it was. So those are your totals for tonight. And, with a 3-inning game, I think that Gio Peretta started the game and gets the win. So that's the way that goes. Little League Baseball is kind of like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And that's the kind of game we had here tonight. So we did get it in. No precipitation. Beautiful night to come out and enjoy a Little League Baseball game. We had fun and tried to support the kids as best we could. And we will be seeing Holsinger's Plumbing once again. It'll be interesting, too, to see if we happen to be doing another one of their games, how they perform when they go out on the field. When you have one of these coast kind of games that they just had, it's like, well, you come up on a situation where, you got some demands on your team. How do you react to that?
Right.
That's going to be big.
Exactly. And the coach is the one that has to orchestrate the motivational talk to say, hey, don't let this happen. This is what can happen.
Yeah. So we will be back tomorrow night at 6 and 8. I do not have the bracket in front of me. Let's see if I can get this up, although I doubt it. I just absolutely despise this particular app. It does, however, contain information. And we'll see what it says now. about tomorrow if we have anything in there. And
because the 4 o'clock game today was between Sisto Law and Bergmeyer's, and the winner of that is going to have Holsinger.
Sisto win that one? Okay. So I kind of thought Sisto might move on. They seem to be poised to do big things here in the Park Home Altoona Baseball Classic. And that would be the early game? Tomorrow's the 12th.
The 12th. Okay. 12. 6 p.m. the early game is going to be the winner.
Park Home takes on the winner of PenMed and ARC Federal Credit Union. Right. And then at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, we have
12.
We do not have one. There it is. Oh, geez, the Yankees, also known as Meadows.
Meadows.
Going to be taking on the winner of, who won between Masonic and East End Sheets? I think it was East End Sheets, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. So we'll see the Peeps. We'll see the Peeps tomorrow night at 8 as they take on Meadows. That should be a colorful field. If we have pink Peeps and we have that Meadows blue out there, that's going to be something. All right. That's going to do it for tonight. I want to thank Bob Taylor back at the radio station for making sure we were on the air and getting our commercial commitments met. Thank you for that, Bob. And Chuck, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Dave.
And Mother Nature, thanks for the weather. All right. That's going to do it for tonight. We'll catch you again tomorrow night. 6 o'clock will be our first broadcast tomorrow. And you'll be able to catch it here on 96.1 Hank FM, thanks to 5-Star Mitsubishi. For everyone at Leitner Communications, Dave Shannon at the John Kraft Field saying good night, everybody.
You've been listening to the Park Home Altoona Baseball Classic on 96.